Whoa. What's up? Wah. Dude. That's kind of cool. Crash sign. A neon crash sign lights up the front of the beat-up desk. Such nice music. Ad screen. Lung augment, spine augment, cybernetic arms, all Dynamo brand. The screen doesn't respond to verbal commands at all. It doesn't even look like its information can be upgraded anywhere but the back end. What else? Oh, we can actually... Oh, desk! This wide desk has seen better days. What's this? It says surgery in progress. A large circular screen scrolls through available upgrade options and parts available in the store. CRT monitor? Why are you still using this in this day and age? What the fuck is this?
That is known as a CRT monitor. Almost nobody still uses these anymore. They're very outdated.
Well, why? Invalid transaction. Please scan first item. Alright. How about we scan them? Oh. This? The screen can only scan the headphones. There's no way to connect them. Okay. I got a crafty achievement before. Alright, Nonya. This guy is one of the most serious looking people you've ever seen. This is an air. There is an air of authority about them that makes it clear that this is their domain. Would you like some milk? This guy looks more like a soy milk kind of person. Shake my hand. Can I help you? Nope. Yup. Nope. I don't know you. You got someone willing to vouch for you? If not, get out of my shop. We just met Formula. He said we were cool. Mula? That guy's a hoot. Keeps out the riffraff and fakers too. But seriously, where did you hear about me? Charlie Nova. Charlie? Yeah, I remember him. TV guy. Runs his mouth a lot, yeah? Paid good enough. Alright then, what can I do for you? Charlie said your name is Nonya? We have something important to ask you. Obviously it's Nonya.
You are Nonya, right?
Sure, if that's what you want to call me. If your credit's clear, you can call me whatever you want. Enough foreplay. What can I do for you? A fresh install, custom firmware, maybe an upgrade. I can pretty much do it all, but most people come in here for VR implants. Turns out brain surgery is expensive, yeah? I don't need it. We're here on a different kind of business.
We're in a bad situation. Local news articles are being mysteriously altered after they've been posted to the mesh, even while the originals are still online. Charlie Novas are being manipulated as well, and he pointed us in your direction. It didn't start happening until after he had his implant upgraded.
Do you know anything about that? What kind of parts did you use for Charlie in exactly? Have you had issues with the human revolution? These choices are starting to get a little harder for me. I think this is good. What are you, cops? No, worse. You're journalists. Ugh. Get the hell out of my shop. I have a business to run. I don't have time to answer shit about shit that don't got shit to do with me. You found the door before, find it again. And tell Charlie he can't get someone else to do him a rush job when he's back on stims and need a workaround. He ain't welcome around here no more.
Give us a moment, please. I don't know about you, but I'm getting tired of being given the runaround by these meatbags. We could just find some bribe or blackmail to get what we want from this Nonya, but I think it's time to take matters into our own hands. I have an idea. Keep him occupied for a few minutes.
How should I do that? He's gonna get mad at me.
Just do what you normally do and ask questions. Nothing about the blog post, though. We don't want to set him off. Just keep him talking. It'll only take a minute.
Are you gonna get going, or am I gonna have to call someone to make you get going? I think we got off to the wrong foot. You might be on the right track with the cops' ideas, Nonya. Listen, we don't think you had anything to do with manipulating Charlie's stories. This is good. I didn't.
We were just hoping to get some more background information on the kind of implant he has, so we can follow other leads.
Shit. Fine. Whatever. I'll tell you what you want, within reason. Doctor-patient confidentiality and all that. Whoa, that's it. Just promise me it'll get you the hell out of my shop a little sooner.
Deal. Sorry for this. Our circumstances have gotten serious. We're following anything we can all the way to the end.
There's no way to hack a VR implant like Charlie's. I mean, you can definitely install hostile firmware on one, but you can't just load whatever program you want without the user's knowledge. Any changes to the loaded firmware will trigger really obvious visual indicators to let you know something is being changed, and those are put in on the hardware level. I've never heard of anyone being able to circumvent them. The only person who could have loaded hostile firmware on there is me. And I get paid too much to risk my reputation over changing a few blog posts.
What about using the mesh to mess with the implant? Is there some way to change the input remotely?
No, the implant itself doesn't have any kind of wireless connection. You have to use a headset with an induction coil for I/O. Wireless just doesn't have the bandwidth for it. You might be able to try infecting a ROM with some virus that screws with the I/O, but you only use a connection to a ROM for AR HUDs. They can't handle full simulation. You need a full rig and a hardline connection to the net to do that. So, I'd give it a big maybe. If that's actually how it all happened, they probably would have found whatever infected his ROM way before he showed up here to bother me.
Could it have just been faulty parts? Not to be too blunt about it, but this area is a little disreputable. Maybe your suppliers sent you an implant with something fishy preloaded.
Damn it. Look, I get it. I'm working out of an old auto garage on the bad side of town. But I'm a fully licensed cyber surgery tech. This entire business is legit. It isn't illegal to install custom parts or firmware in any current generation implants. It just breaks the warranty. My business keeps a low profile so we don't run into bogus patent infringement lawsuits from Flower Cybernetics or whatever shell company they decide to come after you with. All of my parts are sourced direct from the original manufacturer, completely above board. So if they're bad, they're built bad by the factory. Now, is that all? I have appointments to keep. Thank you for your time. Yeah, whatever.
You may not know this, but I have a finely tuned sense of electromagnetic fields. All ROMs do. We need to be able to maintain optimal contact with the mesh, catalog and use various wireless transmissions, and avoid areas with dangerously high interference. Your stock? Off-the-shelf ROM has very low command over the frequencies available to be scanned. But And I'm starting to realize how very little of me is stocked or off the shelf after the changes Hayden made.
How does that help me? Van Eck freaking is a method. Van Eck freaking? Van
Eck freaking is a methodology by which you can scan the electromagnetic radiation emitted by the cathode ray tube inside a monitor and recreate the original signal remotely. Meaning, in layman's terms, I can read his monitor over his shoulders while being across the room. Well, some. I doubt I could have handled an LCD monitor. They require extra parts I just don't have. And the fidelity's a bit low. But, weird luck, it wasn't. Anyways, Nonya looked up his client records on Charlie, and I got some of the names of his other customers off of the spreadsheet. One in particular stands out. Shotaro Otsuka.
Otsuka? I don't know, please don't be mad at me. That sounds flimsy.
As if everything else on this wild goose chase hasn't been. Mr. Otsuka is a moderately prominent tech blogger. Respected, perhaps a bit vitriolic. He catches my attention though because historically he has been very critical of parallax in his posts. Recently though, the tone has been increasingly moderate, and now he is almost effusive in his praise. His fans are accusing him of shilling for the company, but many of his earliest posts show some of the same manipulations that we saw from Augmented Eye and Nova's blog. Now it's like he's being ghostwritten entirely.
It might be worth looking into. Fine, maybe we'll find a story in all this.
Couldn't hurt to check, right? I've marked the location for Shotaro Otsuka's apartment on your map. After you, Alphonse.
Sometimes I can't tell if you're supposed to pronounce the U or not pronounce it. Sorry. Hey Mula, how you doing? Does anything rhyme with obvious? Oblivious? Let's say this before we go to where? Blogger's home. Alright. What we're gonna do is, I'm gonna save this. And we'll be back with some more read-only memories. I hope you're enjoying this. I am enjoying the narrative a lot. The music's pretty damn good too. So I'll see you guys next time on Read Only Memories.